doesn't matter how big or how small that group of people is, there is something that they are waiting for, and there is something that they need from you, and there is something that you need from them. So we all need to be honing our skills and our abilities and sharing them with other people and sharing them with the world. So find a way to... Hello beautiful souls, my name is Monica and thank you for being a part of our Lightworker community today. Today's video is titled, "The Universe is the Ultimate University." A few years ago, a close friend and a colleague of mine once told me in a conversation that every single person you encounter is a teacher and a student. There's always something that you can learn from them, and there's always something that they can learn from you. And this may be like a famous quote, I'm not sure, but when she said that, it really resonated and really stuck with me ever since. And it really helped me a lot actually, because I had very low self-esteem for a long time, and I felt like everybody knew everything that I knew and more. And I really couldn't contribute to society or to the world in a unique way by teaching others, because no matter what I would say, there's always somebody who could say it better, and someone who could say more about it, and someone who was wiser and had more experience, and that I just wasn't good enough in that sense. So that really held me back from creating a YouTube channel for a long time, because I never saw myself as a teacher. I only saw myself as a student, and that I could only learn from other people, but there wasn't really anything I could teach other people. Well, I eventually got over that sort of thinking. Obviously, I did finally start my YouTube channel. I do think of myself as a teacher, and I do think of myself as a student. And what I've come to realize over time, after my spiritual awakening, is that the universe is a school, basically. And a lot of people start to wonder after a while, they're like, why am I here? What's the point of life? And I think there are many different reasons why we're all here, but I think the main reason is that this is basically a school for us to learn, for us to grow and expand our knowledge. And I believe all of life is a series of lessons. And when I say lessons, I don't mean it as in you've been bad, you're going to be punished or sent to the principal's office sort of thing. I mean it as just a learning experience. Whether you see something as good or bad, positive or negative, all of these experiences combined are lessons that teach us what we want, what we don't want, how to help ourselves, how to help other people, how to grow. And I do believe in reincarnation, so I believe we've had many, many past lives. And in those past lives, we've learned certain lessons, and if we didn't learn the ultimate lesson that we needed to learn, we would reincarnate and kind of start over and try to learn that lesson again. So I believe that before we come down here on earth, before we're born, we have a soul mission and a purpose and a series of things that we want to experience that we can learn on a personal level to help teach us and expand us even more. And then when we come to earth, we basically forget who we are and what we're here for. And part of the lesson is to remember who we are and to remember what we're here for, and to align with our soul and go on our mission and fulfill our purpose. So I don't know the actual meaning of university or where it comes from, but I feel like it definitely does align with the word universe. And that's why I say the universe is the ultimate school. It's basically where our consciousness is beamed down into these avatars, so to speak. We have these physical bodies so that we can interact with our world and other people and be able to experience life in the 3D, which is here on earth. And there's still a part of our consciousness that is in the higher realms and our higher self that's always kind of guiding us. And what we need to learn is how to follow that intuition, how to follow our soul and our heart so that we do come into alignment eventually before we die. That is what makes everyone so incredibly special and unique. We all have different perspectives, we all have different backgrounds, we have different parents and families, cultures and schools and what we've learned, and we always no matter what, we always have something to share and to give back to people. It doesn't matter if we went to college or we didn't go to college, or we think we're super smart or we don't think we're very smart. It doesn't matter about any of that. There's always wisdom and guidance and something that we can share with other people. I've heard many teachers say over the years that they're constantly learning from their students, and that sometimes they even feel like they're getting back more from their students than what they give. And I've heard this from teachers of all different grades, whether it be preschool, elementary, middle, high school, or even college. And that's why we attract the people in our lives that we do, because whether we think it was a good relationship or a bad relationship with those people, there's always something we could learn. And those people help us learn more about ourselves, to learn more about other people, and to learn about the world in general around us and how it works and how we interact with it. I've basically learned how to not live with regrets. I don't believe in regrets because everything was supposed to happen for a reason. Everything happened the way it was supposed to. This is what I came down here for, to experience it all, not to try to be perfect and not to try to live a perfect life, because that is something I did strive for a lot when I was younger, and that created a tremendous amount of pain and suffering internally on my end, because I could never be perfect enough. But that's not what life is about. It really isn't, because if we're all perfect, then what are we going to learn? How are we going to expand? How are we going to grow? Then there would really not be a huge point of being here, I would say, unless we just wanted to sit back and relax and enjoy life, which would be great. But without that contrast of what we consider the good and the bad, it wouldn't allow us to appreciate and be more grateful for the things that we do have and the experiences that we do go through. So it's nice to have that comparison and that contrast. So what I'm encouraging you to do is to start following your passion, to start following your intuition, and remember that you have something to offer and something to teach, something to give. You have a talent or skill. You have some healing energy. You have something to give to other people, whether it be people who are just close to you, like family and friends, or strangers you kind of interact with during the day or with your job, or if it's reaching millions and millions of people around the world. It doesn't matter how big or how small that group of people is. There is something that they are waiting for, and there is something that they need from you, and there is something that you need from them. So we all need to be honing our skills and our abilities and sharing them with other people and sharing them with the world. And a lot of that has to start with realizing that we are good enough already as we are. We don't need to add and we don't need to take away anything for us to be good enough. If you want to know more about that topic, make sure to check out my other video. I think it's titled "You Are Worthy, Whole, and Complete," and I will link it up above. But once we start to realize that, and we can love ourselves, and we can realize that we're already good enough no matter what anybody else says, then we will get over that fear of really being ourselves and showing our true selves to other people. Because the more we show our true selves to other people, the more comfortable they'll be with showing their true selves to us. That's a beautiful thing. So remember, again, you are a student, you are a teacher. People are wanting and waiting for what you have, and vice versa. So make sure to share and don't keep all that delicious goodness that you have to yourself. What is it that you're holding back on? Are you a writer and you've been wanting to write a book, but you've been afraid that it won't sell? Or are you an artist, but you're afraid to show anyone your work because you think it's not good enough? Are you a singer? Are you an actress? Are you a photographer? Are you a spiritual leader? Or do you like to cook and you want to open your own restaurant? What is it? Ask yourself, what is it that you really want to do right now in this life? And what's holding you back from at least starting, at least researching, at least honing your skills? All right, everyone, that is my video for today. I hope that got you kind of thinking and realizing how much potential you actually have and how you're going to share it with others. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like. And until next time, I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.